кем воевать собираемся?
Мы не собираемся ни с кем воевать. Мы собираемся создать условия для того, чтобы никто не думал с нами воевать.
Но есть же понятие разумной достаточности.
Чтобы в голову никому... Конечно, есть понятие. Мы именно этого и придерживаемся. На сегодняшний день мы по расходам на 7-м месте находимся. Нас обогнали США. Мне вот Дональд сказал, у них сумасшедший бюджет принят на следующий год. 738, по-моему, миллиардов. Значит, США...
Хвастался?
Нет, с сожалением сказал об этом. Сказал, слишком большие расходы. Вынуждены это делать. Он вообще сторонник разоружения, как он говорит. Значит,
что же договор-то не подписывают все эти?
Но это другой вопрос. Это вопрос, связанный с пониманием, что такое безопасность и как ее обеспечить. Но мы можем подискутировать на это. Я считаю, я могу и с ним, и с вами. Мне все равно. Я в материале, я могу с кем угодно.
Hey, Shalom, Shalom. I'm going to start by giving all praises to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rakah, Hakwadash. Double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone. Peace and blessings, salutations to you beloved believers out there of the house of David. All right. And here you have it, the man himself, Vladimir Putin. And look, you can actually acknowledge Vladimir Putin because these Russians, they actually keep their promises. All right. Vladimir Putin, he's a man of his word, so you can actually look at that and, hey, that's a great thing, because what he's trying to create is an industrial compound from his military might, from the air to the sea to the land, and to have an overall protective military defense around the land of Russia. Okay, and you got America right now. You know, their king is Donald Trump, which Donald Trump is trying to accumulate these ICBM missiles. All right, and the race is on. And you might ask yourself, why are they getting these ICBM missiles? Well, they're gonna use them. As it says, these nations are gonna nuke one another with ICBM missiles. This is how America the Great will be taken down, will never rise again. Because America is only gonna get worse and worse. If you can't see that, I don't know what to tell you, man. And that's a scary thing, to be in the spirit of being lukewarm, being that fearful spirit in these last days, man. And there's no justifying that. If you're not in the spirit to do the Lord's work in these last days, the Lord's not dealing with you, man. So we rebuke guys that are in that spirit. Why? Because we're trying to provoke them to do the work. We're actually trying to provoke the righteous to come out of that. Because if you're around lukewarm guys, then that spirit is going to come upon you as well. But let the Lord's will be done. You know? So pretty much, let me get a precept. This is Ezekiel chapter 38 and verse 1. And it says, "And the word of the Lord came unto me, saying, Son of man, set thy face against Gog, the land of Magog, the chief prince of Meshach and Tubal, and prophesy against him." So when we come out here and we prophesy, we're not only prophesying to Esau, Edom, but we're prophesying to these different kings of these different nations. And Gog and Magog, which represents Russia, is one of them. Verse 4, "And I will turn thee back and put hooks into thy jaws, and will bring thee forth, and all thine army, horses and horsemen, all of them clothed with all sorts of armor, even a great company with bucklers and shields, all of them handling sword." So that's gonna be their military might, because America is gonna do something that's gonna cause Russia to come up against this great horror. As Putin just said, he doesn't want war, but that doesn't matter what Putin wants. It's all about what the Lord wants. As it is written, the Lord controls man. These nations, these kings, they're not controlling themselves, man. All right. Let me get that real quick. Daniel chapter 4 and verse 17. And it reads, "This matters by the decree of the watchers, and the demand by the word of the holy ones, to the intent that the living may know that the Most High ruleth in the kingdom of men, and giveth it to whomsoever he will, and setteth up over it the basis of man. So the Lord's the one controlling all the different things that are going on upon this earth. Man don't control a damn thing. We're just, running to the tune of prophecy. Now, what side are you on? Are you on the side of Yahweh by Shin outside, or are you on the other side? Because you can't be in two spirits. You either got to have the spirit of the Lord, or if you don't have the spirit of the Lord, you're in the spirit of Satan. Because the world cannot receive this truth. Many people cannot receive the spirit of the Lord. And they may try to, but the Lord is not dealing with them. The Lord has rejected a lot of our people. And this is why when America goes down, you women that were at ease, that love the white man, you spiritual harlots that want to cling on to these different philosophies, you're going to be destroyed right along with this place. All right? So President Putin, he plays a major part in prophecy, man. Let's go back to Ezekiel chapter 38 and verse 3. And it says, "And thus said the Lord Yahweh, Behold, I am against thee, O Gog, the chief prince of Meshach and Tubal. And I will turn thee back and put hooks into thy jaws, and will bring thee forth, and all thine army, horses and horsemen, and all of them clothed with all sorts of armor, even a great company with bucklers, shields, all of them handling sword. Persia, Ethiopia, and Libya with them, and all of them with shield and helmets." So, Russia has a great pact with different nations, man. Okay? And not only Russia, and they're in these different nations, you're going to have U.S., NATO and the EU that are going to turn against America the Great. But pretty much what you have now is these different nations, they're moving away from America. America's being isolated. All right? To be destroyed. It says, "Be thou prepared and prepare for thyself, thou and all thy company that are assembled unto thee, and be thou a guard unto them." So this is prophecy right here. This is what you're supposed to be talking about, prophecy. Okay? Prophecy and getting the minds of the elect ready. And this is why we rebuke, guys, we don't want the elect following, men that are lukewarm. You're going to have the elect in the midst of all this, man. This is why the Lord is using his true men to rebuke guys so that the elect can actually see that now. I watched the brother this morning, the brother GMS Encouragement. He did a wonderful video, man. Hey, shout out to that brother, Slakia, I don't really know his name, forgive me for that, but he did a great video. Not every rebuke has to be with harshness, and that's very true. That's very true. Not every rebuke has to be harsh, but there still needs to be rebuke out there. Because we actually care for our people, man. We're not like these slothful guys that don't even give a damn about the sheep. But as it is written, not all Israel have obtained what they seek is for, but the elect have obtained it. So only the elect are going to be able to understand these words, man. And the Lord is going to bring speedy judgment upon the men that are taking this truth as a joke. You know what I'm saying? But we don't hold our sword back from blood. When we see something, we're going to call it out like it is, man. This ain't a Christian church. We ain't going to sugarcoat anything. But there's different levels of rebuke, as the brother says. Even though if you have a brother that is a brother that's in a weak spirit, then what? You rebuke him, but you don't rebuke him harshly. To the point where that brother's walking on eggshells whenever he's around you. But you want to get that brother to understand the severeness of this thing. This is why we do what we do. We're at the end. 2020 year of prophecy. Ain't no more jokes, ain't no more games, man. If you can't get this thing, you just can't get it. Alright, so pretty much let's get another precept. I'm gonna end it off on this, man. Oh boy. Isaiah chapter 34 and verse 1. It says, "Come near ye nations, to hear and hearken ye people. Let the earth hear and all that is therein, the world and all that come forth out of it. For the indignation of the Lord is upon all nations, and his fury upon all their armies. He hath utterly destroyed them, he hath delivered them to the slaughter. Their slain shall be cast out, and their stink shall come up out of their carcasses, and the mountains shall be melted with their blood. And all the hosts of heaven shall be dissolved, and the heavens shall be rolled together as a scroll, and all their hosts shall fall down as the leaf falleth from the vine, and as a fallen fig from the fig tree. So, Vladimir Putin is going to go to war. And that's 100% correct. World War III will happen. It doesn't matter who doesn't fucking believe. It doesn't matter. People like to talk shit. People are so, proud. People are in this proud spirit, because judgment doesn't go out speedily. So the sons of men are set to do wickedness. But when that judgment comes, y'all are going to be crying out to the Lord. The Lord's not going to hear y'all. The Lord's not going to hear y'all, man. Once the Lord takes his prophets off the streets, that's going to be it. Because judgment is coming, and we're at the beginning stages of all these things with the coronavirus. We got about 300 to 400 million people quarantined in China. This virus has leapt from the land of China. It's came to America. How do you think that's happening? That's prophecy is being hastened for the elect's sake. Okay? And pretty much these nations are starting to feel the wrath of the Lord, the curses of Deuteronomy. Because as we're continually to wake up, continue to be strengthened in the spirit, the Lord is bringing these curses upon our enemies, as it is written. Alright, in Deuteronomy. Because all these nations had a part in the destruction of Jerusalem, in the daughter of Jerusalem. Zechariah chapter 11 and verse 5. Whose possessors slay them and hold himself not guilty, and they that seldom say, Blessed be the Lord, for I am rich, and their own shepherds pity them not. For I will no more pity the inhabitants of the land, said the Lord, but lo, I will deliver the man, everyone to his neighbor's hand, and into the hand of his king, and they shall smite the land, and out of their hand I will not deliver them. Alright, so we were sold unto the hands of our enemies, but now it's time for recompense. It's time for retribution, and this is what these nations are tasting. They're going to drink the dregs of the cup as the daughter of Zion drank the wine of the cup. Alright, in these last days. And we praise the Lord every time we see prophecy come to pass, man. Because we're in the time of the fall of Babylon the Great. Shalom.
Closer than most. I just